Hi, everybody. How are we doing this fine Sunday evening? Other than the fact that I'm upset, it's Sunday evening.
Yeah. Wow. My internet is bad.
Yeah, it is. Just got that way. I don't know why.
I looked over because I have YouTube on my laptop so that I could comment, and I looked over and it was just like very pixelated.
Very blurry. Very blurry. Hello. All right. Let's see who's here. Oh, no.
Maybe it's because I have it on my computer over here. That's why it's doing it.
I'm glad you're okay. I'm sorry. Your dad is not. Hopefully you stay symptom-free. Hello.
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 Hello. We're very lucky ducks.
You know, we had been missing you, so it's nice to see you. Slow writing day today. No packing done for the move, but it is what it is. Maybe you can get one or the other done in these sprints, possibly. I feel like I did get a lot of writing done this weekend, but
I have not gotten a lot done. I only wrote during our sprints on Saturday. I haven't written anything since, so
I
decided to get some done today.
Heck yeah. Absolutely. Hello. Welcome.
Hello.
So what are we working on tonight? It's supposed to have a 5:30 start tomorrow, but they asked me to swap shift, so I'm not starting till 1, so you can have a late night. Love that. What are we working on? You're writing, right? You're drafting?
I'm still working on my first draft of my urban fantasy project.
Yay. I do not get my developmental edits back from my editor until Tuesday, my second round of developmental. And they typically have been very minimal, so I'm not expecting to have to do too much. So I'm working on a side project this weekend, which is going well. So I'm going to probably continue to do that. It's shorter stories, like 12, 15,000 words each. So I'm just trying to burn through a couple of them. So that's what I'll be working on tonight. If you're reading, let me know what you're reading. I'm very tempted to just read tonight, but I'm going to try to work at least for one of the sprints. At least one. I also feel like I have no idea what books are coming out anytime soon, like at all. There was a point at which I was very like up to date on books that were releasing, and now I feel like I have no clue.
Yeah, I have no idea.
And I have a couple arcs that I need to read though. I did get the new Kate Alice Marshall arc, which
I'm very excited for you for that.
Very excited about it. Editing your vlog in the first sprint, I'm probably reading the second. Love it. Formatting. Already met your target for the 3rd of April, though it's now the 4th. I have a chapter to read instead of writing tonight. Started a critique group. Very nice. Oof. I don't think I'd be very good at that. That's not true. I would be fine at that, but I would not be great. I would not be a great critique partner for stories that I was not genuinely interested in. Like, I don't think I would enjoy myself if I had to read just like a myriad of stories, regardless of like.
So what you're saying is, if I decided to write a World War II novel,
You're
and be like, I need you to critique it, you're going to be like,
no, I won't. Let you.
Well, if you write a World War II novel, I probably won't want to critique it either.
Well, fine. I will point you in the direction of no one that I know. I don't know. But that's why we have the Discord group, which is linked down below. So join our Discord. And if you do need a World War II, critique partner, find one there. New Year's.
Did you say buy one there or find one there?
Find one there.
Oh, I thought you said buy one there. And I'm like, don't buy one. Just talk. Find one.
I mean, you can pay them if you want to. Hey, Jennifer. Hello, Elaine. Just
Yay.
finished Nimona. Yay. It is
I
so
love it.
good. It's so good. I'm glad you liked
It's
it.
so good. It's one of the only standalone graphic novels that I've kept on my shelf because I liked it so much.
I was so upset though that it was a standalone because I loved it so much, and I feel like other ones go on forever and ever and ever, and I'm like, I could be over this. I was over this like two in, but Nimona, I feel like I could read for forever. I'm good at picking up.
Thank you, Elaine. Elaine just joined the server.
Oh, yay! That's what I look for. Yeah, it's good. Know your strengths. Know your strengths. All right, friends. As always, we're going to do 2 45-minute sprints. They're going to be long, but they're going to be productive. Let's see. Just thought there were bound to be people signed with the press that, like me, didn't have critique partners and weren't confident to send them in for editing before having someone else take a look, which is valid, but it should be everybody sharing in that task. Reading Death of Vivek Oji, Only Mostly Devastated, and Lords and Ladies. Crushing it. Who's doing a Duolingo tonight? All right. Well, we are going to start our first 45-minute sprint so that we can dive in to the work, touch base afterwards. Happy reading, happy writing, happy editing, happy formatting, all the things that you're video editing, whatever it is you're doing. Do the things. Good luck.
Good luck, everyone.
It helps if I also unmute. Hello, friends. I was like, I'm back. Why? I'm not unmuted. Something feels wrong. I got, I'm trying to see how many words I got, and I'm in like a Word document where I don't really know.
I did not do well.
Hmm.
I struggled to get 269 words. I struggled.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I stopped it just in the middle. No, I didn't do that on purpose, but I don't know. Part of me is thinking I should just step away and read. Not step away, but you know what I mean.
I got
just yeet.
yeet myself out the stream. 1,443.
That's great.
Oh, thanks. It's not a difficult thing to write right now, so it's going. I will probably keep going. I'll probably keep writing, at least for a little bit. I am like when I'm nearing a transition where I need to like go to a different scene, and I hate those. So I usually just leave like transition here and then move on to the next thing. Go back and I edit later.
Well, because sometimes you get there, you go back and you read it, you're like, I don't even need a transition, and it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I feel like sometimes when I write, I feel like I have to explain every single piece of what somebody does.
Yeah.
In a linear order, where like I could literally write a scene, and then the next scene could be the next day, and that's okay. Like, that's okay.
Totes fine.
But no, he got up, went to the restroom, brushed his teeth, took a shower. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I have to, like,
had his breakfast, grabbed his keys, left the house, walked to the car,
like,
backed out of his spot.
The scene could just start at work. Like, it doesn't have to. I'm getting better about it, but
I know, I get it.
They don't have to drink tea every 5 minutes. It's fine.
Oh my God, Amber. I was like, these people are gonna have their kidneys are gonna have struggles. Like, this is too much.
Like, make it some water, Amber. Jesus.
Just going through their system all the time. What are you gonna read if you switch?
Wicked Little Deeds, aka
Burden Falls.
Burden Falls.
Yeah. That's a good one. I have it right here. But I have it in my Al Crate Horrid dust jacket. But this is the US cover for it. So,
which I prefer.
It looks very like Across the Universe, and I'm here for it. Doesn't it?
My dog in. My dog is scratching, but yeah.
I love it. But I put the dust jacket for Horrid on here because it's so pretty. But I did love this book. It's a nice YA horror. All right, I'm gonna get to the comments. Horror. Oof, my goodness. Spent that sprint detangling a clusterfuck of notes for chapter 45. I was like, detangling what? Cords, jewel necklaces. What do we got? What was it? Post-it notes. Got it. Know how to put past newsletters onto a website so people can go back and look at them. Yeah, I mean, whatever your newsletter server is should have them saved, and then you could probably like embed them. They usually have like a share or an embed feature. You can put them onto a website, or you can just like copy and paste the meat of the newsletter. Finished editing my video, put away some laundry. Fuck, cracker. I didn't do my laundry today. Oh no.
You're so good about doing your laundry on time. I don't understand. You're the least procrastination person I see when it comes to laundry.
I know. I'm
excited if I actually get it out of the dryer and onto hangers in the same day. I'm excited because I don't usually.
Oh no. I mean, I'm not doing it now. All right. Whoops. I'd say I do it tomorrow, but my break tomorrow, I've got to go to the doctor's. My break the next day, I'm going to meet with my editor. I can still do it on Tuesday. I can do it on Tuesday. Did my duo lesson, read 40 pages. This book is addictive, so I probably switched to a next. Why would you switch books? If it's addictive, just keep reading it. You fine? Reached names and stuff from a new project. Researched names and stuff? Yeah, right?
That sounds right. That sounds right.
It has to be. Editing, read a couple pages before I started on a rewrite of a scene. Fantastic. Good evening. I'm sorry you're blah, but I'm very happy you're here, and I hope we help. Maybe you can focus on something, but if not, you can just sit here and stare at us. I mean, we're not bad.
I mean, I wouldn't even judge you if you just TikToked for 45 minutes.
You know, you do what you got to do. At least you're doing it with friends. You're fine. Finished the chapter, gave feedback. Now playing with my website. What? Formatting done. Sent to the final proofreaders. Fantastic. Congratulations. That's amazing. That's such a great feeling when it's like, I've done my thing. Now it's on someone else for a little while. I love that feeling. I don't love that feeling. That's a lie. I love knowing I did my part and somebody else can look at it. But then I also have this like moment of like, what do I do now? Because I always need a thing to do, but I always have plenty of things to do. So it's not a problem.
Yeah, I like how in advice that most writers will give is, oh, you know, when I finish a big project, I take a break and I watch TV and I read. That doesn't work for Julie. Julie's like, okay, what's my next big project? Let's start it today. I turned this in. It's done. Let's start something new today.
I was like,
I'm always
so
like, take a break. And you're like, I can't.
I can't. While they have my edits, I'm going to query this book. And then while they have my edits for this round, I'm going to go back to book 3. I'm going to start working on book 3. And then while they're doing my internal formatting, I'll be doing this pen name project. And then while they're doing, I've got it scheduled.
Yep.
I do want to be working on book 3.
It's what works for you. So
it is.
No judgment.
For all day sprints on the 16th, I do want to be working on book 3. So I need to like get whatever developmental edits from Tuesday done before then, which I should be able to do. Maybe
you'd be able to do.
I mean, it's like 4 days. I don't think there's going to be that many edits. I think it's going to be fine.
It's not for our all-day stream isn't for another, like, it's not till the 16th. So you still have this whole next week, and then the week after that before.
What day is it? Oh, it's the 3rd.
I'm like, you got plenty of time.
I don't know why I thought today was like already the 11th.
You're just excited about the all-day stream. I understand.
I skipped ahead in an aggressive way. There's no reason for it. I'm like, wait, no, I don't have enough time. No, I've got plenty of time. Are you kidding me? I'm off all next week. So I'll be done that, and I'll be able to just go for that.
I don't know. You've been and now I understand why you've been saying that for like 2 days now. Like, I don't know if I'm having enough time to do this and this before. And I'm like,
I thought it was like 4 days.
You got plenty of time.
No. I was like, not only is it not 4 days, but I have off from the 9th to the 18th or the 8th to the 18th. Like, I've got plenty of time before the 16th to get it stuff done. Oh man, my brain. Editing a book by a 96-year-old writer. Is it a memoir? Memoir?
My watch is really excited that I stood up every day for a week. I don't understand that.
Wow. If that's what it's getting excited about.
It's like a perfect week. You stood up every day, and I'm like,
who doesn't?
I mean, ableist English, but you know.
Well, I mean,
like, I literally did this and it thought I stood up. Like,
well, what week do you? What I'm getting at is for you personally. What week do you never stand?
Never. I always stand up.
Yeah. I hope you're still writing at 96 as well. I hope my brain works enough that I can. She keeps telling me to breathe. I turned off that feature. I was like, I don't need your reminders. I don't want your reminders. I don't need your reminders. Get out of my face.
It
'Cause
also
she would
wanted me to get up and walk and take like a break, and I'm like, no, shut
I'm
up.
writing. Like, it's fine in the middle of the day when I'm, like, at work or I'm with the kids or I'm out running around, something, like, I don't care. But if I'm sitting here writing and I get, like,
Don't tell me
electroshock,
to get up.
don't tell
Don't
me
tell
to
me to get
do
up.
don't tell me what to do. Electronics. Screw off. Amy, you're not the boss of me. I'm the boss of you. I meant research. I also forgot to mention that I was finding names and jotting down stuff about each character's personality. Have you used One Stop for Writers? So good. So good. You can get a free subscription for a couple weeks, I think.
I think
But
it's a
it's well,
14-day, yeah.
I think it's 14 days, right? But One
Mhm.
Stop for Writers has like character sheets where you can put in like if they've had any like trauma or different character traits, and it'll tell you how they would act, or what kind of attachment styles they would have, what kind of relationships they would look for, what they would be good and bad at in relationship. Like it literally walks you through everything so that you have like this very complex like psychological breakdown of like how they would and wouldn't react in different situations. It's awesome and I love it. It's been a long time since I've had to work with new characters, so I haven't had to use it recently, but when you're working with new characters, it's awesome. It's One Stop for Writers. Check it out. Take a moment for mindfulness. No! I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it. You can't make me do it.
Can you imagine if you had customers in front of you and you went, I got to take 5 minutes. My watch told me to be mindful. Hold on.
Would you like to breathe with me? They'd be like, no. Okay.
What if your watch told you, like, Karen detected, walk away, and you're like, oh, I can't. My watch told me you're a Karen. I have to leave. Gosh, I don't
Now
miss
I'm just
customer
thinking about
service.
like how that watch would have to identify a Karen and their proximity to you. And like if you just have your mic on all the time and they're like Karen detected, they can like hear the language and they're like, nope, turn
Or if
around.
it's like the person's iPhone directly in front of you has Googled the manager's names way too many times not to be
Run.
a Karen. So their phone is just sending out
Run.
signals like Karen, Karen, Karen.
They're getting Fox News alerts. Get away. Some of the people that come into work could probably do with that. Well, yeah, probably. 3 books in rotation at all times. I agree. I do too. But that's okay. Triple shot espresso for the 5th time this morning. Let's breathe together. Good morning, sweets.
Good morning, Siobhan.
All right. We are going to jump back into 8:45. We'll be tuned back in next week. Not a problem. Still here not talking to people. People are weird. That's fine. All right. We are going to do our last sprint. This is the last 45, so make it count. Be awesome.
Good luck.
That came up really fast.
Yeah.
Super quick.
Oh.
What, 1,000 more words? No bad.
That's great.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not mad about it. I was like deep into it, but that's all right.
Yeah.
You read?
Yeah, I read like a chapter.
Like a chapter.
It's a good start. It's a really good start to the book, though.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's a good one.
like, I'm intrigued.
It is intriguing. Bree left, and Brightside left. Yo, yo, yo. Oh man, that just drove me right into the Bloodhound gang. Yo, yo, yo. What it is, mother? No? Just me? Do you know what I'm talking about, though?
Mm-hmm.
You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals. I don't know why I triggered that, but it did. I read 40 pages. That's amazing. Got the website thing done and a bit of an April newsletter. Love that. Fairly productive night. I'm so glad. You talked me into it. I stuck with it, got another 40 pages in. So you're 50% now, see? I mean, you're always free to move on to like another book, but if you're really enjoying it, I don't see why you would.
And you're like, I'm enjoying it, so I should stop reading it now.
Yeah, it's really addictive. I'm really enjoying it, so I should probably switch to another book. I'm like, why? But why? Got home, ate dinner, started to edit the vlog, try to push through to the end of editing before I go to bed. You got this. Gotta do that video every day.
Bree left and then immediately came back.
She left, drove home, came back. In the middle, in the duration of our sprint, she was able to like travel and eat. Yay! Timeline for a novel. Maybe not a new novel, just a novel. Timeline stuff is always beneficial.
That's where I struggle a lot.
Yeah, I don't. I struggle with the passage of time. Like in my head, I know like how much time has passed, and then like you read it and you're like, it could have been a day, it could have been 4 months. I'm not sure. You're like, it feels really quick for this to have happened. I'm like, dude, it's been like 3 weeks, and you're like, where does it say that? I'm like, I don't know.
Has it?
You're like, it did? It was? And I was like, yeah.
I was like, in the last chapter, he was just here, and now suddenly he's over here.
He's over there. I'm like, well, yeah, because it's weeks later. And you're like,
I was like, how was it?
Says who? And I'm like, I should fix that. Okay, fair enough.
Which is why you have people read it.
I agree. 11 pages right into the Paris apartment. It's something.
How are you liking it so far? I was interested in that when it came up on Book of the Month, but not interested enough to get it. But interested enough to see other people like it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm not totally out of it. I still know things. 135, and I think I'm back on track per my outline, but who knows? Not me, certainly. Well, 14 people who are signed up for your newsletter. At least it'll be a while before you got to pay for it.
I can't do that.
What, newsletters?
No, this one.
Oh, I have 3 books started, and they're all good, so I usually bounce around.
Unless I'm like listening to an audiobook whilst doing a specific thing. Like back when I used to travel to work every day, I would have an audiobook that I listened on my drive to and from work. That's the only time I listened to it. And then at home, I had like a physical book or an ebook that I was reading, but I could not be reading 3 completely different books at the same time and bouncing around. I want to just read one.
I have a physical book, a KU smut, and a NetGalley shelf arc.
But you're actively reading all 3 at the same time and bouncing around between them?
Yeah.
I can't. You also listen to music while people talk, and I could never.
I listen to music all the time, regardless of what I'm doing. But one of them is a fantasy, one of them is smut, and one of them is a thriller, like horror. So like
it doesn't matter. It's still different things. I can't.
It's fine.
I can't.
It's fine.
It's not fun.
It is fine. Still working on rewrites, coming together. But I got to go get dinner started.
Yeah, I feel that.
I got to get to bed. I'm probably not. I'm probably going to read for a little bit. Beta, wanted to be more ahead on the video schedule, but I have almost every video filmed for the month, and I can live with needing to edit as I go. More power to you. More power to you. I'm on you're lucky if you get 1 video a month from me. Free up to 2,000. Yep. So you're good for a little bit. 48% in, and it's just all right. I'm intrigued enough to continue, but not sure if it'll be more than 3 stars.
That's what I hear about Lucy Foley a lot, so I haven't read any of their stuff yet.
No, I think they wrote the guest list, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have that, I think, on my Kindle, but I haven't read it. I do appreciate that you called it KU smut. Well, that's what it is. I mean, not that all KU is smut, but the KU that I'm reading is smut.
Is smut, yes.
It is smut. And I find that is the easiest thing for me to read because it requires 0 effort and like mind concentration. So it allows me to still have room for my stories and like my work, and I don't have to think about it. And I appreciate that. I'm happy with it. I'm fine with it. I blame TikTok. Smut. All the smut. I bounce around the books just like you said.
I can't. I'm not a good multitasker.
I multitask like a mother.
You like even like I don't know what it is in my brain that when you talk, like you'll tell me that we'll be actively talking and you have music in your ear. It would make me want to punch someone if I had music in my ear while someone was talking. Like I can't concentrate and it makes me angry. Like even if I'm in the car and someone has like the music so loud that it like takes up enough of my brain that I have to hear it and talk to them, I can't. I'm like, please just turn it down. If it's down low enough that I can ignore it, it's fine. It's just.
How do you take road trips with me?
Because for most of the time, we're either just listening to the music or you'll turn it down and we'll talk.
I guess.
But we also mostly talk the whole time we're road tripping.
Yeah, probably. Absolutely no abashment in that. Love it. Yeah.
You know what's funny is my mom is the same way. We went somewhere and the music was on and she was like, oh my God, turn it off. I can't concentrate. It's driving me crazy. And I was like, I feel like, but I can have it on like lightly. She can't even have it on at all. Like she wants it to be silent.
The idea of a silent car or a silent anywhere is traumatizing to me. Like there's
I love silence so much.
No way.
I love silence.
Ooh, no.
It comforts me to have.
How?
You know, I might be on the spectrum a little bit with this. I don't know. I might be because like honestly, it comforts me to have silence and nothing that my brain has to focus on.
Yeah, exactly. Which is when my intrusive thoughts start pouring through my brain. I'm like, oh, there's nothing else to focus on. You know what I should think about? That really embarrassing thing that happened in 8th grade that is just now going to cycle through my brain over and over again. Like,
oh no, that definitely happens. It definitely happens, but
I don't want to hear my own thoughts.
Shut up and go away, and it goes away.
That doesn't work for me. It does not shut up and go away. You know what it does? I go, oh, I'm not going to think about that thing in 8th grade. How about that thing in 11th grade? That was horrific, wasn't it? And then that, like, it starts a cycle.
So,
I need to not.
So mine,
think.
I tell it to shut up, and then I start daydreaming, and then that's when I come up with story ideas, because I start daydreaming and seeing all these like stories in my head.
Is this a therapy session now? Potentially, but I can't.
But I do, like, I actually have multiple times driven home like in like 45 minutes in traffic in complete silence before. It comforts me. And actually, most of the time now, even now that when I'm writing, I don't listen to music that much anymore. I don't. What? I just silent.
I am able to. I write it all the time. I read it. I write it. I live it. I usually have 2 books on the go: an easy read, thin book, take with you everywhere, the bus, travel, break, and one that's heavier, bigger. Yeah, I don't know. I do it.
I don't really read books that I need to think about. Honestly, I don't read very like thought-provoking books much.
Yeah, I listen to music all the time while drafting, editing, whatever process I'm in. I'm listening to music.
I can listen to music while I'm writing. Like, it doesn't bother me to listen to music while I'm writing, but I can also write in complete silence just fine.
No, I can't. I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you.
It's normal. I mean, that is actually the normal thing.
It's
not. That's why I said. That's why I said I think that I'm on the spectrum in that way, that I get overwhelmed in my brain if there's too many sounds happening at the same time.
But I also think that there's a certain amount of, like, when you're daydreaming or you're writing, you're also seeing things. Like, if I was seeing like visuals at the same time, I think the music might be like overstimulating on top of that. But like, I don't have that. So like, I have the music. And it's my way of focusing myself. Like, outside things go away, my inner thoughts go away, and then I can just focus on the writing. Never turned the radio on in the car, and it always drove me nuts. Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
Here's the thing. I love good, like, sounds of the city. I love white noise. Like, I love silence, but I also really like white noise. So when it's that sound of the city where it's consistent, you hear people and this and that and like cars. I used to live really close to a highway, and like it that's fine. Like, I wouldn't mind that at all. I don't mind that at all. But I don't know. Sometimes I like to just sit in silence and just daydream and come up, stories in my head. I cannot fall asleep to music.
Oh, I can.
It has to be white noise or ASMR.
Fans, white noise. I used to fall asleep. I used to fall asleep when I was younger to Yanni. Specifically Yanni at the Acropolis.
Why?
I don't know. But I was obsessed with Yanni. And I would just be Yanni at the Acropolis, and I would listen to it, and I would fall asleep. And then in college, because the houses and the dorms that I lived in were always so loud, and I was like a depression napper, I would have to put on Sarah McLachlan, and I would just like blast Sarah McLachlan and fall asleep. So now if I'm ever like having a hard time falling asleep, I'll make my Alexa thing just play like Yanni or Sarah McLachlan, and I will pass out immediately.
Hey, this is Taylor Swift.
Nope. Alexa, power off. But like, legitimately Yanni in a cassette tape player alarm. Cassette tape.
Did I tell you? I went to the bookstore, right, the other day to sell books. And me and my brother were going around and looking around.
I can't believe I told the internet that. Yeah.
Literally, they had 8 tracks. They had 8 tracks there. My brother is 25 years old. He went, "What the hell is this?" I went, "Oh my God, that's an 8-track. That is from my childhood."
Yeah.
Like, when I was a little kid, we had an 8-track player. And then we went and we found the cassettes. And they had a cassette that I used to have, actually, a Bruce Springsteen cassette.
Yes.
And I had it, the one with his butt on the cover. And
yeah, of course we did.
This is my favorite.
We all did.
And I was like, I cannot believe they have 8-tracks. And Chase, my brother, goes, "How do you even play that?" And I'm like, "You'd have to have an 8-track player. And I don't
8-track
even know
machine.
where to find that."
I wouldn't either.
But they were like $10
like
a piece for the 8-tracks.
where it's a new book, never seen before, lots of world building, cool magic systems, not necessarily thought provoking. Kills me that I live in the woods now. There's too many things romping around. Yeah. The woods, quiet woods is not, I don't want to hear the animal sound, so I have to have stuff on. Fans, absolutely.
I have 2 different fans that I have going at night.
That's new to me. This is a
I
new
could see that
thing.
because I feel like Dungeons and Dragons, like it has this monotonous, like talking and then rolling the dice and talking and rolling the dice sounds that would probably put me to sleep.
Yeah. I don't know.
Any monotonous sound puts me to sleep. You put on a
Yes.
football game and it has that constant roar of the crowd, I will be out. Just snoring.
I used to fall asleep to like makeup
I do that
declutters.
sometimes.
So, but like
I
I had
still
to
fall asleep to that.
to makeup declutters. I will fall asleep to a makeup declutter every time. But it got me to a point where like I was watching booktube videos and my brain had like conditioned itself to fall asleep. So I had to stop falling asleep to YouTube videos because I couldn't watch it then because I just started falling asleep.
So Makeup and Murder, Bailey something does these videos where she talks about like true crime and does her makeup, and she has such a soothing voice and she talks like in the same tone pretty much the entire time. And sometimes I'll put those on and fall asleep, and then I'll be like, is it weird that I'm like, oh, this is comforting, and falling asleep to her talking about like serial killers? Like,
Yeah.
what's wrong with me? But like, I'm a woman, so that's probably normal.
Having been brought up in the Salvation Army, my brother would only fall asleep to brass band music. Okay. Turned off the CD early, he'd wake up and go mental.
That's like when you're growing up and your dad would be like asleep on the couch with like some TV
And you
show
turn
on,
the channel.
and you turn it, and he would immediately wake up. I'm watching that.
I'm watching that. I'm like,
you
no,
were
you're
asleep.
not. You know what I
Oh,
don't want to do?
right.
Spend my night watching MASH. And then you fall asleep and I gotta still watch MASH and I don't want to watch it. Or some like weird southern, like
It was
Western
always something
South.
stupid. It was always something
I
stupid.
don't want to watch Howdy Doody or whatever the hell this is. You turn it off, you'd be like, I'm watching that. No, you're not.
I don't want to watch 2 dudes shoot blanks at each other.
Pew, pew, pew.
Like,
I don't like it. No.
no. Yes, exactly. But her voice, like, I actually just watch her videos genuinely because I love her and I love true crime. But sometimes, like, if I'm sleepy and then she starts talking in her voice, she just has like a very soft way of talking, and it's like and I'm just like,
I'd almost rather have like a gruff like inflection into like a serial killer discussion. I don't want it to be soothing. I don't want my brain to be trained to think
she
of
just
like
has a very nice
soothing
voice.
I get it, but I can't. Yeah.
Honestly, I could probably fall asleep to pretty much any noise if I tried hard enough.
Yeah.
I just hate the TV shows. Like if you put on your TV and then it'll be quiet, and then all of a sudden like a loud commercial will come on, and it'll, like in the 90s, waking up to Celine Dion.
Infomercials.
Every night at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I 10 out of 10 don't want to fall asleep to a dude's voice. 10 out of 10. Tangent based nonsense stories. I mean, sure.
There is a dude I like to fall asleep to though.
No.
His name is ASMR Zeitgeist, and he does like really cool like experimental ASMR. And it's just he's also very attractive. But
I don't like ASMR. ASMR creeps me out.
I love ASMR. It doesn't even make me like tingle or anything anymore. It's just I like the monotonous sound of it.
Yeah.
I'm immune to it at this point. I've listened to it for so long.
My 8-year-old slept through half of a JoJo Siwa concert.
I could, if I'm tired enough, I could sleep through anything.
Yeah, but that girl's voice? Prob's not. Prob's not at a concert. Laugh traffic is worth for that in sleep in an episode. Yeah. Thunderous applause.
Actually, they don't
right.
have a laugh track. They had a live audience.
All right. What are you talking about?
Friends?
Oh. All right. We're going to go because I want to go.
Everybody, it just
Okay.
ended.
We're going to go because I'm done. I'm tired and I'm done. Thank you for joining us. We're going to be back here Saturday at 11 a.m. EST, and then right back here again at Sunday at 8 p.m. EST, and then the following weekend at 10 a.m. EST for all day sprints, like 10, 12-hour sprints. All the day. So get your projects prepared, get everything ready, get everything like super organized, and then on the 16th, we're doing an all-dayer, just live as long as YouTube will let us stay live, and then we'll start a new one, you know? But that's going to be it for now. Have a great week. Kick ass.
Yeah. See you
Be
guys
productive.
on the weekend again.
Yay. Good night, everybody.
Bye.